Here we go. This is what you've been waiting for. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of Gran Turismo 7 gameplay footage at one of the new tracks, Deep Forest Raceway. It's a track that we actually revealed pretty much before anywhere else on this channel. So do make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Don't miss out on any more breaking news in GT7. But here we go. Deep Forest Raceway. 2 minutes of gameplay footage. And it looks pretty good. It doesn't look groundbreaking. If you think right at the moment this looks groundbreaking, do let me know in the comments. But it looks pretty good, and I'm going to jump into a few of the reasons why. Firstly, this cockpit camera in GT7 has quite a bit more dynamism than you have in GT Sport. I was a massive fan of the cockpit cameras in Need for Speed Shift that were absolutely great when it comes to Loot to Apex and stuff like that, really replicating what you do in the real world. And we're getting a bit more of that in GT7, so it makes this cockpit camera feel a little bit more alive. You can see sometimes the side mirrors in this Lamborghini Murcielago occasionally come into view. The other thing that elevates it above GT Sport, and again this is evolution not revolution, is the reflections. I mean, the level of detail you get in the reflections on both the cars around us but also what we can see in terms of the wing on the left hand side is way above GT Sport. If you compare this GT Sport footage, this is actually quite significantly above and does add to the realism. This tunnel's very disappointing. I mean, the sound there, you know, you're going through we're a pack of supercars. We've got a Corvette, one of the old Corvettes, a C7. We're a Corvette nonetheless. We've got a Mercedes AMG, we're in the Murcielago, we've got the Mazda RX up there as well. Then there's a BMW, I think M4. I'm not quite sure what's leading this pack. Might be an Alfa Romeo 4C, although it does look a little bit unusual. But anyway, a pack of supercars going through that tunnel, and it should be a momentous event, and frankly on a sound level it just wasn't, which is very disappointing. But let's go through the footage again. Let's pick out a few more bits and bobs that are very interesting. And I have to start off by saying that this is such a huge disappointment. And when I started making videos about Gran Turismo 7, you know, one of my main things I really wanted was just bigger grids. And this is another 16-car race, which I just can't explain how disappointing that is from a multiplayer perspective. From a single-player perspective, I don't think it matters too much. But yeah, you know, man, 16 limiting it to 16-player grids on the back of the box. I think it was 20 players. It's, you know, I really hope that can be increased, because when you look at what ACC is doing, look at what iRacing is doing, you know, they're kind of leagues ahead there. But we'll talk about a positive now. The actual AI racing here is of a much higher standard than you get in GT Sport. Anyone that's tried the AI racing in GT Sport knows that it's not going to win any awards for AI. We don't have to worry about that kind of AI just yet. But the kind of racing here is a little bit more dynamic. You can see for cars going from moves up the inside, going from moves sometimes around the outside as well, which is all very exciting, so that's great. Also, probably our best look at the interiors of the cars in GT7, and this is where the 4K really comes into its own, running at a much higher resolution than GT Sport does, even on a PS4 Pro or PS5. And again, that adds to the realism, and some car interiors are going to be better than others. And again, if you're going for that realism and you're someone that drives in cockpit view, that's going to be a massive plus for you. You can see the way the reflections work as well, just a little bit more motion blur involved as well, kind of softening of the light, just makes it a bit more realistic. So again, more revolution, evolution. I really want to know your thoughts. To me, this looks pretty good, and GT Sport was a very good racing game, but is this enough for you? Did you expect more? Did you expect something kind of absolutely groundbreaking, or are you very happy about this? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll put some more videos up here if you want to watch some more G7 videos about stuff that's coming up in Gran Turismo 7. But otherwise, look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time.